Okay, everyone. Today is 11th of January 2024, and I'm about to go into the market and do some little scanning and see how to trade the market. Okay, so everyone, you're welcome to my platform. If you're new here, kindly subscribe, like, and share um, the content. We'll be, sharing this kind of videos from time to time. And just so you know, the content we share is basically for educational purpose, not a financial advice. We're going to talk about cryptocurrency. We're going to talk about trading cryptocurrencies, how I do my own trading, how I make my own money on crypto. So what I want you to understand is this is very simple. It is not a basic level training, it's more of an advanced level training. So if you're watching this, I would like to expect that it's most likely you have all the basic knowledge of basic and intermediate level training about cryptocurrency. I'm going to release some basic trainings in the futures as well as intermediate videos, so you can learn, you can go to those videos and watch. But for those who have experience, you can follow me and see how I normally start my trade. First and first, I go to CoinMarketCap, and on CoinMarketCap, I scan the market by clicking on Filter, Add Filter. On Market Cap, I put 5,000, 50,000, sorry, $50,000, and then the percentage change, I put $2, and then on volume traded in the last 1 hour. Then I'll put 50,000. Now this will help me to know the currencies or the crypto assets that are, most likely to, move without much of dramas and everything. So what after this, it will scan and bring out only those crypto assets that meet up this criteria. And what I'm looking out for basically, it's okay, so let me sort them. So you see, I'm looking out for those crypto assets that I'm familiar with, and even those that I'm not familiar with, but I know have strong history that can actually give me the kind of profit that I'm looking for, at least up to 200% within the next 8 to 10 hours. So what do I do? First and first, I have all this crypto assets, so which means I have all these. I can go to scan through them and see whether I can find the formation I'm looking out for to trade, either to buy or to sell, which is whether to long or to short in some people. Okay, so first and first, I've done this, and then the next thing I'll need to do is now launch my TradingView platform. So I go to TradingView and it's launched. So let me now start looking at those currencies one by one and then seeing how I can be able to, I scan through and see if they meet up to my criteria. I'll talk about the criteria and the, as I'm going to, move from this platform to the TradingView platform. First thing, we have SUI USDT. We can see it has, in the last 1 hour, the price is $1.05, and the last 1 hour it has grew by 4.13%. It has a market cap of about 1 billion, above 1 billion. Yeah, the market volume in the last 24 hours about 755, which is quite okay. The last 24 hours, you can see the trend, and it's been trending upwards since in the last 24 hours. So I will now go to Trading View. Okay, excuse me, let me cancel this. Okay, I'll go to Trading View and type SUI USDT, and then I'll pick the one on Binance. Click this, and then after doing this, I'll go to see on chart. Okay, I can close this window now. Okay, so what I'm looking out for, this is it. This is very important. What I'm looking out for at a trade setup on the the 1 hour time frame. And what I want to see is whether the price is pulling to a particular direction, and whether the RSI is already in the oversold or in the overbought position, whether the overbought or the oversold position. We can see this has just gotten to the overbought position. right? So what we're looking at for the moment we see this, whether we're looking at it at at the overbought or probably at the oversold level, what we should now be looking at is at this point here, we know we want to sell, right? So we'll be looking out for what? For a bearish divergence. Okay, so which for here at 1 hour we can't see any bearish divergence right now. Of course, yes, we have literally we can say there is a bearish divergence, because when you look at this, you have this, but it's not yet matured. You can trade in this particular kind of environment like this. You can see, right? We may not be able to trade this right now because we need to a lot of confirmation. So in this case, what we do, we go to 15 minutes time frame, and then we look at it properly. And then you see, okay. So now let's see. This is what we refer to as excuse me, as an exaggerated bearish divergence. So you can see this is an exaggerated bearish divergence already created. But can we trade this? We need a confirmation. Okay, how do we get that confirmation? And that is what we're going to look at right now. First and first, let me explain to you how the divergence works. Okay, and this is it. The divergence works like this. Excuse me. So let me make this bigger. Okay, make it a little bit bigger so I can explain it properly. Okay, so now here it is. This is just an explanation of how the divergence works. So the regular divergence, you find out that the price is moving to the upside, and then you have the RSI pulling to the downside, right? And then you now have the regular bullish divergence at the the price pulling to the downside while the RSI pulling to the upside. You can see the gap. So the direction of how do this you there's a video I'm going to share to teach you how to pull this how to draw these lines, right? This is what we refer to as a hidden divergence, and then this is a bearish hidden divergence. You can see while the price is going to the downside, and then the RSI is pulling to the upside, and you now have the bullish hidden divergence, which shows the price going upward and then the RSI pulling to the downside, right? Then you now have an exaggerated divergence. Here we have the bearish exaggerated divergence, you can see, and this is it. And then you now have the bullish exaggerated uh, divergence. You can see how the setups are. Now when we look at this, you agree with me that the setup we have right now here looks more like this exaggerated divergence. Now the exaggerated divergence is treated more or less like the regular divergence. Okay, so in this particular kind of in this particular tutorial, I'm only going to teach you just this particular strategy, right? There are some other strategies where you can combine both the regular and then the hidden divergence. The hidden divergence also, it's a very nice setup, because it tells you whether the trend is a continuous one, or probably or it's not. The emergence of a hidden divergence actually tells you that there is going to be a continuation in the trend, in the movement of the price, either to the upward or to the downside, depending on the formation. Now and then you have the bearish regular divergence, which also, when you combine the two, when you have the hidden divergence and you get the regular divergence, you have a good setup that you can actually trade. Now, when I do this, the next thing I need to do, and I hope you understand this, I will do a video to explain this properly. So let me just minimize this. So what do I do when I get to something like this? Luckily, I just opened this, and I found this setup, and I want to explain it. Sometimes is you can trade this at 15%, 1 hour, 15%, 1 hour time frame with 15 minute time frame on the lower side, gives you a perfect trade setup for you to be able to trade and get a very good what do you call it, a good trade, what do you call it, profit. So what do we do here? First and first, we'll look out for another a signal. So which means we look out for what we refer to as an engulfing candle, a bearish engulfing setup. Right, the moment you see this, we're looking out for a bearish engulfing setup. That has not really happened right now. You can see the market goes, hit this point, it came back, and then hit back at the same point. Now it's pulling backward. So what we'll be expecting now is either the market will pull to the upside, or it will pull to the downside. And the moment it pull to the downside, if it gives us up to a strong candle, a strong bearish engulfing, then immediately we can now begin to set up our trade. Okay, but now we can set up any trade right now. But generally, this is how I actually get my trade. So you can go pick any other currency. Okay, let's take another one. We have a Pendle here. Let's look at what's happening in Pendle. Okay, I'll show you how I scan my trade. So if it doesn't come up the way I want to see it, I mean my setup, if it's not there, I don't bother myself trading it. I leave. Okay, so you can see this. These are already gone way too far away from the overbought position. So I leave it immediately. It's no longer part of what. Let's go to 1 inch. It's just about 2.525 percent profit. So increase. So let's that's sorry, come again. Okay, 1 inch, 1 inch USDT, 1 inch USDT. So okay, so 1 inch USDT, you can see, so 1 inch USDT is already giving us some kind of formation, you can see. But even in this, can we really trade this? Yes, so we can trade this, but then can we go further to look at some other things? Sorry, I'm supposed to look at this from the so from the 1 hour time frame, you can see we'll have a very nice divergence there. Can we take this trade? Yes, this is going to be a very beautiful trade to take. Selling, right? It's going to be a very beautiful trade to take. Now, at this point, already we have what we call our regular divergence, bearish divergence. You can see it's already set up. So what we would be waiting for right now is just to get what? A good engulfing, a good bearish engulfing, and then we'll put up our trade. I'm going to stop this video here. Watch the part 2. At that moment, I'm sure the setup have been completed. I'm only going to deal with just these two. The first one was Pendle, and then the second one here is 1 inch. So let me put them under my watch, and then I'll Pendle and 1 inch, so that when we come back later, we'll look at it and see how we can be able to trade them. Then the formations have, I mean, the setups have been formed properly. Thank you very much for watching. See you on part 2. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also to share these videos for some of those people who have been trading, either crypto or forex or stocks, and over the years they've really lost so much money because they understand the rudiments, but unfortunately they don't have strategies. So this strategy is going to help you to be able to maximize your profit, at least give you up to about 200% of your what do you call it, of your margin that you probably place for the trades. So thank you very much. Please don't forget to share, like, and to subscribe. Thank you very much.